Moondog here. We are the UTG Leapers booth at SHOT Show 2024. And I know UTG as a great maker of accessories for ARs, but today we're looking at something that isn't an AR. It's looking very retro. Keo, what do we have here today?
We have our MP5 monolithic handguard. So what we got here is, it's basically the design was to have a handguard and an optic mount built into one. So the entire top portion of the handguard is monolithic from the front sight all the way to the rear diopter. You'll notice on the top right here, the optics real estate is extended. Most MP5 mounts that you may see on the market may only start and stop right around here. We extended the Picatinny rail all the way to the rear diopter to accommodate prismatics, like 1.5 prismatics with eye relief concerns. You can now mount it further back, overhang over the rear side diopter, and you should be good to go with the length of pull typically found on an MP5. There's a rear geometry cut here, a slant cut right here. It's basically confirming that we're going to have full compatibility with different types of end caps, different types of stocks, telescoping, fixed, etc. That includes braces. Moving forward, we have the patented locking mechanism. So the installation of this handguard is drop-in compatible, meaning there's no permanent modification. Drop-in installation is pretty quick, actually. You can do it literally in under 5 minutes. You have 2 steel locking inserts coming in from the side, and that's also on the other side as well right here. And then the 4 locking screws are coming in from the top. What that's doing is basically clamping the handguard, the top portion of it, with the receiver, and you get to get a very solid zero tension. When you're installing, you won't run into any issues as far as how level the handguard sits. There's geometry on the underside that is interfacing with the top of the HK receiver. The top rail, also I'm sure you can see right here, it is cut so that you can still see your serial number after installation.
Oh, nice. That's a nice touch.
And then moving forward towards the handguard, you'll notice that the Picatinny rail stops and translates into an M-lock top rail. So there's a couple design implementations for that. We initially had the idea of running the Picatinny rail all the way forward. However, due to the battery arms of the MP5, the charging handle, right? So on the MP5, you're running that charging handle for multiple reasons, back and forth. So
or just the fun of it.
Or just the fun of it, you know, the HK slap, right? So we stopped the Picatinny rail, transitioned to M-lock, but at the same time made sure that the handguard all around here is smooth and free of any hot points or any snag points. So you can run that charging handle, small, medium, large hands, gloved or not, and you're not going to have any pinch points because we also chamfered the area around the rocking recess notch.
Oh,
okay. So yeah, it's very smooth.
Ooh, smooth. That is smooth.
And we made an updated cut, so that little bit of slap that you see, it's not going to have any rub on the handguard itself. So you can literally not even think about it, and you're going to be just fine. The handguard portion is obviously an M-lock compatible handguard. It does have 2 built-in QD sockets right here, and we positioned M-lock slots in very critical areas, one of them being right in front of the charging handle. And that's actually designed to mount offset light mounts so that you can move your light forward, and if you're running a tail cap with your support hand, if you're right-handed, you can still get to it, but it's not going to block the charging handle.
Oh, that's nice.
So this is pretty much finished in a graphite black Cerakote as opposed to anodized like we typically have on our handguards. Main reason for that is the painted finish found on MP5s and clones. It's more of a darker finish than anodized, and we wanted to color match it a little bit better, and the graphite black really turned out great.
That's attention to detail right there.
As far as compatibility goes, as long as it's a 9mm receiver, 9mm calibered MP5, clones such as the AP5, the HK SP5 of course, and the other ones that are out there is pretty much fully compatible with those, so you won't have any issues running into that. We also have the MP5K coming out soon, so if you can see it right here. After all the feedback we got from the standard model, the #1 comment that we got and we saw on every single social platform we ran into, Reddit and all the forums, is when is the MP5K model coming out? Are they going to develop an MP5K model? And the answer is, of course, yes, we are, and here it is.
Wow, okay. For those of you who can get one of these.
Yep. It's going to be out in February, so the current ones are already selling, so it's already on the marketplace, and these are ready to go and currently in production for a February release. Same design principles as I just mentioned. We do have a slight geometry cut difference here. just because the MP5K is so short, we extended the bottom part of the handguard just slightly forward underneath the front sight base, and that's to accommodate potentially hand stops, other devices. Without the suppressor installed, it's a pretty short gun, so we want to give an additional level of safety. Right here, we have our hand stop mounted, and you can imagine if we were to just cut it straight down and only have M-lock slots right here, that hand stop will be pushed back a little bit more, and it's already not a lot of room to grab, so we extended it just a bit to give you 1.5 M-lock slots instead.
Well, that's good. That's the thoughtfulness that I appreciate from UTG. And I want to thank Keo for taking the time to walk us through this. And I want to thank you for tuning in and watching. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. Moondog, out. I covered a ton of stuff at SHOT Show. Leave me a comment and let me know which brand or product you'd like to see next.